I'm a pilot, a first officer for a major commercial airline. My job is a series of complex, highly regulated routines designed to ensure one simple thing, that a 100-ton metal tube full of people gets from one point on the globe to another without falling out of the sky. It's a job built on checklists, on procedures, on the cold, hard, verifiable data that feeds the dozens of screens in a modern cockpit. I trust my instruments, my life, and the lives of my passengers depend on that trust. Pause. The hum grows slightly, like the night sky pressing in. Last night, that trust was shattered. And now, I'm sitting in a hotel room, 1,000 miles from home, thinking about what I've witnessed. It was a routine red-eye flight, a 6-hour haul across the country. The kind of flight pilots both love and hate. The skies were quiet, the passengers asleep, but the deep, soul-crushing fatigue of flying through the dead of night was a constant, creeping enemy. We were at our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet, somewhere over the vast, dark, empty heart of the country. The autopilot was engaged, the plane a steady, silent ship sailing on an ocean of stars. The captain, a veteran with 20 years in the left seat, was quietly working on a crossword puzzle. I was doing my usual scan of the instruments, my eyes tracing the familiar, comforting glow of the displays. Pause. Soft, suspenseful drone rises slightly. That's when I saw it. On my primary navigation display, a single new icon had appeared. A perfect, solid green diamond, the standard symbol for other aircraft. But it had no call sign, no altitude information, no speed data. It was just a diamond, and it was located about 10 miles directly behind us on our exact flight path. "Hey, Cap," I said, keeping my voice casual. "You seeing this traffic on your display?" The captain didn't look up from his puzzle. "Nope. Screen's clean. Probably just a ghost. ATC hasn't called anything out." Pause as handsome can use, heartbeats subtly in background. "Ghosts or phantom radar returns aren't uncommon. Atmospheric interference, a flock of birds, a software glitch, they can all create a temporary false target. They usually flicker, then vanish. But this one wasn't flickering, it was solid, steady. And it was matching our speed of 500 knots perfectly. "This one's not fading," I said more insistently. "It's been there for a solid minute. 10 miles, 6 o'clock, matching our speed." The captain finally sighed, put down his pen and leaned over. He looked at his own display, empty, then back at mine. "There's nothing there, kid," he said. "Not a thing. Your display must be on the fritz. Run a diagnostic." I stared at my screen. The green diamond was as clear as day. I looked back at his. Empty. I looked back at mine. The diamond, still there. Long pause, subtle rising tension in them. A cold, strange feeling, a prickling of deep fundamental wrongness began to crawl up my spine. "I'm telling you, there's something on my screen," I said, my voice tight. He gave me a look, a mix of annoyance and paternal concern. "Look, I see your screen. It's blank. You're seeing things. You're tired. We've been flying for 4 hours. It happens. Just run the diagnostic and get some coffee." Sound of faint clicking from cockpit instruments adding tension. But my eyes were glued to my screen. The diamond, 10 miles back. A silent, impossible companion in the night sky. I ran the diagnostic. Clean. No errors, no malfunctions. I kept watching it. 10 solid minutes. The diamond stayed in the exact same spot, maintaining a perfect 10-mile distance. Rising drone, low whisper of wind, heartbeats overlapping with tension. A part of my brain still tried to find a rational explanation, a localized software bug affecting only my display. That had to be it. I finally broke my gaze. I had to make a routine radio call to the next air traffic control sector. I looked away for no more than 10 seconds, and then my eyes snapped back. The diamond was now 1 mile away. Pause. Sound drops to silence for dramatic effect. My breath hitched in my throat. I didn't just gasp. I think I made a small, choked, terrified sound. It had crossed 9 miles. In the 10 seconds I wasn't looking. "Cap," I whispered, my voice a strangled croak. "What now?" he sighed, not looking up. "It's here," I said, trembling. "The thing, it's 1 mile behind us." Dramatic pause. Suspenseful drone swells, then drops as tension freezes. The captain finally looked up, his face a mask of pure, unadulterated annoyance and then fear. Tense pause, heartbeat in background. We stared at each other, and then we understood. It only moves when I'm not looking. Pause. Whispering drone, high tension. It was the most insane, childish, playground logic thing I had ever said. Weeping angels. Don't blink. But in the cold, sterile, logical world of my cockpit, it was the only explanation that fit the data. The next hour was the longest, most agonizing hour of my life. My eyes burned, my neck ached, I couldn't look away. The captain handled all communications, his voice tight with tension, though the controllers on the ground had no idea what was happening. "It's still there?" he'd ask every few minutes. "It's still there," I'd reply, my voice a dry rasp, eyes watering from the strain. I tried to be clever, peripheral vision, glancing at instruments, but the moment my focus shifted, a subtle, dizzying feeling, the space compressed until I snapped my eyes back. Long pause, tense ambient hum, heartbeat continues. My eyes were on fire, they blurred. The glowing green diamond, swimming in tears. "I can't do this, Cap," I finally gasped. "My eyes? I have to rub them." "Don't you dare, kid," he hissed. "Don't you dare look away." Suspenseful drone intensifies. But it was too late. I rubbed my eyes, long agonizing seconds, trying to regain focus. When I opened them, the screen was clean. The diamond, gone. Dramatic sigh, faint heartbeat, a wave of relief, shuddering, almost disbelieving. "It's gone," I said, voice cracking. The captain, staring straight ahead through the cockpit window, a mask of terror I had never seen. "First officer," he whispered, trembling. "What is that above us?" Pause, faint, otherworldly ambient swell. I followed his gaze. We were flying under an ocean, a living, breathing, impossible ocean where the sky should have been. Floating in that void, its colossal, bulbous body blotting out the stars, a creature of impossible scale. A squid, the size of a mountain, its skin a shifting, iridescent tapestry of colors I'd never seen. Tentacles as thick as skyscrapers, tipped with hooks of polished obsidian. And at the center, a single vast, intelligent eye, golden, reptilian, the size of a football stadium. Humdrop silence, just tension and fear. We were minnows under a leviathan. My mind simply broke. I rubbed my eyes, not believing. When I opened them, it was gone from above us, now in front of us, filling the windshield. A solid wall of shifting, alien color, one vast golden eye, my entire universe. The captain screamed. I froze, waiting for annihilation. I rubbed my eyes again, gone. The sky, empty, stars back. Navigation display, clean. The captain, hyperventilating, hands shaking, couldn't hold his pen. Did we just? "Yeah," I whispered. "I think we did." Pause. Tense hum fades, heartbeat slowing. The rest of the flight, a silent, terrified ordeal. Autopilot brought us down, hands too shaky to touch controls, no words spoken. At the gate, we unbuckled, grabbed our bags, walked out. I'm in my hotel room now. Hours have passed, but I can't stop shaking. The captain, in the room next door, talking on the phone, broken, trembling voice. I don't know what we saw. I don't know the rules. But I know this. There are things in the sky, in the deep, dark, empty spaces, and they have their own rules. Last night I played a game with one of them. A game of hide and seek at 500 knots at 37,000 feet. And I am so afraid that it's not done playing with me. I am so afraid to see it again.